What up? What up? What up? This is Mike, the philosopher, here with another ranking from Kendra G. And the title is He Must Have a Minimum Credit Score of 720. I found this a little funny, this interview. But check this out.
Hello.
Hey, Kendra.
Y'all coming through with the light tonight with the I am loving it. What is your name,
girl.
baby?
I'm Keisha.
Keisha, where you calling us from?
Texas.
Texas in the building. What part of Texas?
I'm in Central Texas.
Say again.
I'm in Central Texas.
Central Texas. How old are you, Keisha?
45.
45. You have any kids?
Yes. 17 and 25.
17, 25. Same dad?
Yep.
Was you once married?
Yep.
How many years was you married for?
I've been married twice. So first marriage was 10 years. Second marriage 2.
Say again.
First marriage was 10 years. Second marriage was 2.
Second marriage was 2. Okay. Yep. I just moved my thing by accident. All right. Keisha, what do you do for a living?
I work for the government.
Say it again.
I work for the government.
She works for the government. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
You're a Taurus. When's your birthday? It's coming up then, right?
No, it was.
Shout out to the Taurus women out there. I rock with Taurus women. Let's go in.
April the 21st.
Okay, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
This is Keisha in Central Texas, 45, 2 children. She was married twice, works for the government, and is a Taurus. Why did you get a divorce from your last marriage?
Child, that's old news. We don't need to talk.
All right, we will move forward. What kind of man you looking for, Keisha?
Okay, so you need to put out the list. Gotta have good credit. We don't do bad credit.
Now, I want everybody to pay attention. She says she's gonna pull out the list, and you gotta have good credit. And listen, she got this list. It's all good, okay? But don't be surprised when men got a list too. And you gotta have all the things on the man list. You know, we gotta stop this one-sided demands stuff. It's not working. It's not working in our community. But let's hear out her list and go from there.
At all. No child
What's the
support.
credit score? What's the minimum credit score for you?
At least a 720. We can do 720. That means at least you can, do American Express. We can travel. We can get, some global entry. We can get into the lounges at the airport, that kind of thing.
So you know what's interesting? You didn't make it about the figures. You made it about the credit because, a 720 score 9 times out of 10 would be a 6-figure or higher guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I often say if you start off with superficial stuff, you're going to get a superficial man. And if you make it about certain type of metrics when it comes to credit scores and 6 figures or this, that, and the third, I see in the title he must have TSA pre-check. Like, this is this is hilarious, really. Let's just go back in.
Okay, so it's about the credit score.
It's not even really about the 6 figures, meaning 720. It's good money management.
Okay.
So I'm 6 figures. I'm well into the 6 figures, and I'm not paying for vacations. If you can't do global entry and TSA pre-check, you cannot travel with me. I'm not waiting. I fly first class a lot of the times. So if you can't, I can't foot the bill for that. No.
Now, here's the interesting part. If a man was making her money 6 figures or plus, he would be expected to fit the bill for the vacations. It's interesting, even though she make that money, she ain't trying to do that. You need to do it yourself. But if a man made her money, he would be expected to pay for those trips. Very interesting to me. Let's go back in.
Keep going, Keisha. All right, so
No.
you gotta have good credit. 720 is the minimum of a credit score. What else?
Yep. I would prefer you have your own home, your own car.
Home. Okay, real quick. Home as in house, or he can live in an apartment.
Yeah, no, we don't do apartments. We do houses. No, we don't do apartments. No.
All right, now she got her list. You have to own a home, not live in an apartment. Okay, we don't do apartments. That's fine. I'm still waiting to see what she's going to bring to the table and start hitting some of the man metrics. I wonder how she will measure up with some of those. Anyway, let's go back in.
No. I mean, when you come to a purchase of a house, that's a big purchase. So that means that there's some sort of stability. I mean, a certain things mean certain things in your life. Come on, you can qualify for a home. Come on. You know.
So 720 minimum credit score. You have to own a house. She is adamant. Can he own a condo or it has to be a house?
He can own a condo.
Okay, so you have to own either your home. So it has to be either a condo or a house. What else,
Yeah.
Keisha?
He has to like pets. I do have a dog. That is my best bud. You know, my kids are older and they're doing their thing. So you got to be able to travel. Okay. No criminals at all. Because again, I work for the government. So I do have certain clearances and people that are attached to me, you know. We can't, certain things we just can't do, unfortunately.
Okay. And okay, is that it for the list?
Let me see. I like tall men. I'm a Taurus, so my love language is touch and gifts. So if you're not, mentally available to learn and to, venture out in life and do certain things, I'm not a house log, so you got to be able to, go and if you have kids, that's okay, but you better have a good relationship with the baby mama, because I don't do drama. I don't have a bad temper, but I don't tolerate certain things.
Okay. So what's your deal breakers? What would you not date besides the opposite of everything we just said?
Bad credit, no car, can't.
She killing me with this credit. Like 720, gotta be 720. I don't know. What good is that going to be to you if we're dating? Is my credit. I understand dating with intent to marry, but what good? Like, you got your own house. Obviously, I'm sure your credit is higher than that. I'm just curious to know, like, why do you need me to have good credit? Now, me myself, I'm past that. I'm good, but the for the other brothers out there who may not have this, like, why would she be checking for that type of stuff? Like, okay, I understand travel is very important for her, so you got to be able to travel. I get that, but what is my credit score doing for you is my question to her. Anyway, let's go back in.
Can't travel. You have to have a passport. Have to. So that means no back child support. Because you can't get a passport if you owe tremendous back child support. Clean. I'm a neat freak. My house, I like it to be a certain way. So when I come to your house, I don't want no dishes in the sink. Your house can't smell funny. Like, certain things. I mean, as you get older, you tend to have certain customs and courtesies, and my customs and courtesies is luxury, cleanliness, and fun. Those are a must for me.
Okay. Keisha, now you've been married twice. I know I asked you this question at the top of the show and you didn't want to divulge, but now I need to know a little bit because you have your list. I'm gonna respect your list, but I'm curious to know, you've been married twice. Who ended both marriages? Was it you or your ex-husband?
I did both.
So can you, without maybe giving a lot of details, why did you end both divorces?
First husband, which is the father of my children, and I had been with him since 17.
Okay.
We outgrew each other. My progression was fast. His was a turtle. So, I mean, we are really good friends at this point. You know, we have a great co-parenting relationship.
My question is, he's the father of your children. We grew. My progression was fast. His was a turtle. Why, if you are a married couple, why can't you progress together? Why can't you find a way to make that work? Why can't one party help the other party? Now, I know that it's probably easier said than done, but, you know, I'll put it this way. If she would have worked with her husband to get, she obviously got the knowledge. Okay, maybe she's the most intelligent one of the two. If she would have helped her husband, she could still be married, traveling right now, doing all of the things that she want to do. But instead, now she got to start over and find another guy to do all these things with. Like, if she was still married, she got the knowledge. She could have cleaned up her husband's credit. She could have helped her husband get a passport. Like, she could have done things to sort of help him get on so-called her level, you know. But now she's out here shopping for another man, and she wants him to have all that stuff. Well, okay, a man with all that stuff, why would he choose you? I want Kendra to ask her what she's gonna offer. I haven't seen this video yet. Let's go back in.
But as far as marriage, we stayed married a lot longer than we actually were together. So we came to a point where we were just like, you know, hey, you know, I don't want to hold you up if you want to get into another serious relationship and possibly get married. So we just divorced. So there was really no bad blood there. The second marriage was just a disaster. He was a Scorpio, and us Tauruses and Scorpio, it's either we really love each other or we hate each other. So we fell on the end of we hate each other. So
okay, Keisha, let me ask you this: so how long you been single for now?
I was divorced since 2019.
Okay, so not that long. All right, so when was that your last relationship?
I had a dating span in between there, but nothing serious.
Okay. The guy you describe, everything that he has, does he have to be with you and only you?
Yes.
Okay. So this has to be also a man. He has to be tall. He has to have a 720 credit score. He has to own his own house. He has to be able to do global entry, a passport. He has to love pets. Could he have kids?
Yes.
He can have kids.
No small kids.
What's the age limit of the small kids?
12, because that's the age to stay home by yourself.
Okay, so listen, no pushback on your list. Let me just ask you this: is that list non-negotiable? Like, if you don't find, is companionship or is that list more important to you? Because I think there's some things on your list that are superficial that you could work.
Exactly, Kendra. There are some superficial things. And like I said earlier, when you got ask for superficial things, you're going to get superficial stuff. So guess what? This superficial guy, he's going to want a superficial woman whose weight is under control, who's, very, eye candy. He's going to want that's going to cook for him, that's going to do some things for him also. He's going to want all of these things, and maybe he might want more than just one woman, but he gotta keep you to himself. You want strictly monogamy. You want strict monogamy. I get it, but again, when you're talking about superficial stuff, you're gonna get a superficial guy because the same type of guy actually focuses on superficial things, and that's why a lot of the most financially successful men are the most superficial because they focus on these things. So they're going to be looking for a superficial woman, and just looking at you, I can't say you fit the bill. Let's go back in.
Work with.
Okay, I'm not so ganged up on companionship because I am a happy being with my.
Okay, so
my thing is when you go into getting into relationship and joining your life with someone else's, sometimes their baggage can be a bit heavy. And for me, I've been traveling light for a while and I'm not ready to pick up a whole lot of baggage from someone else. So my list is, I wouldn't say non-negotiable, but I'm pretty stern on certain things.
Okay, so it's a good thing that this woman has a dog already. Okay, because she's gonna ride out into the sunset with the dog. Because if the list is non-negotiable, really all it sounds like she's looking for is a travel buddy. That's really all it sounds. She says she's happy being by herself. She really just wants a travel buddy. If that's the case, why I gotta be monogamous with you? If that's the case, why I gotta have a certain type of credit score? All you really want to do is travel and stay home, and that's pretty much it. You know, your main thing is traveling. You know, you don't want people in your house because you don't want to have to, clean up after them. You want the man to have his own house. You know, it sounds like for what you're offering, why do I have to give you monogamy? Why do I have to give you a certain credit score? Why I have to be TSA pre-checked and all this other stuff? Like, you know, if all we're going to do is travel and maybe, you know, smash every now and then, okay, let's do that. But you don't need everything on this list to do that. You really don't. You don't need monogamy for us to do that. I could still hang out with you, go to the Bahamas. We go back to our own private homes and we do our own thing. So, you know, the cost is too high. The price is too high. Let's go back in.
Global entry. I mean, it wouldn't be fair for me to travel with you and you can't do TSA pre-check. I'm not taking off my shoes. Sir,
like I said, TSA pre-check. I'm not taking off my shit. The things this woman want is that's not. I don't need to be monogamous with you. Okay, I'm TSA pre-checked. Okay. Like Kendra looking at her like, are you serious? Like, that's hilarious. That's on your priority list when finding a man. This is bananas. Let's go in.
I'm not standing alone. Certain things I'm just not doing. I mean, I've kind of made my way through the channels that have those customs, you know, just,
But the agreement that you have made is if you can't get it, you're fine. Like, you either have this or you won't have companionship, and that's fine with you.
Yes, because those things they're really easy to achieve. You can.
Let me ask you.
First of all, that's not true. Okay, just in the hesitation. Here's the thing. She said yes, but if she meets a man that she likes, she gonna start. Look, when women really like a guy, they'll start scratching off stuff on the list. Oh, well, he ain't TSA pre-checked. But I like him. He don't have 720. He got 700. but I like him. So she'll check off stuff. She'll scratch out stuff for a guy that she likes. But she wants to say this on her show because she wants a ready-made guy from this show. So she got a front like that's really what she wants. But I have a feeling that if she really likes the guy, she gonna start scratching off stuff on her list. But anyway, let's go in.
Ask you this. Okay, now let me throw this scenario out there. You meet a guy. He got all the qualities. He has your list. You guys are rocking and rolling. A month in, something tragic happens. He loses his job. You know, now what? Do you break up with this man?
Are we in a committed relationship?
Y'all in a committed relationship, and life happens, and now he can't fly first class. He lost his job. You know, life has hit him, and you still want to go on your fabulous trips and things that.
Now, let me say this. I haven't seen this video before, so I don't know what she's going to say. But let me guess what she's going to say. It's going to be over. Women do not like to give up lifestyle. They just don't. This woman is very superficial. She's stressing credit scores and TSA checks and flying first class and going on vacations. If you can't meet that certain thing, then she don't want to be with you. You're probably going to lose your home if you lost your job or whatever. You're probably not going to be so-called on her level, because she's not going to even respect you anymore. Actually, she's not going to even respect you anymore. So the answer to that question is, yeah, it will be over. If you lose your job and you can't live the lifestyle that she has, it will be over. She's already divorced her first husband for that very reason. So let's go back in.
That nature. Do you leave that man because he can't continue on to live the way you live?
No, Kendra. Not after. I mean, if we're in a committed relationship and I'm really, really feeling them, like if I'm really feeling them, like a month in, you're really not. Maybe
let's say 6. I guess the point I'm trying to make is
okay.
Because the thing is this, like, your list is your list. I ain't gonna challenge you on a girl. You have to be happy. That's why I asked you about companionship, because sometimes you might miss out on companionship if you're like. I think that, again, I know how you roll. I roll in a similar way to a certain degree, but I also know that everybody doesn't always roll that way. But if you are strong, if you're like, I have to fly first class, I will not take off my shoes. Those things, to me, when it comes to a foundation of a relationship, is kind of superficial. Like, hardcore things is like, are you respecting me? Are you taking care of me? If something happened to you, would he still be there for you and take care of you if life happened? Those are the real things. TSA pre-check, Keisha, you really gotta not date a guy because he can't do TSA pre-check.
Come on, Kendra, you can do it. Look, but see, when you've lived 45 years, right? And I haven't had a lot of relationship experience because, again, I've been married twice, and that's been most of my life. And I've only dated one person in between my 2 marriages. So for me, it's a level of your life, of what does your life experience tell me about you. I know we all experience life differently. However, some things as you grow in life, you should experience, as in TSA pre-check.
All right. Now look at Kendra's face, y'all. Look at Kendra's face. Like, girl, are you serious with this TSA pre-check stuff? It's written all over Kendra's face, and it should be. This is very. I kind of want to say petty. Look, you're 45 years old. You should be over this superficial stuff by now. You should be getting to that point where you're done with the superficial. Okay, like a lot of times when people get older, they don't even really be checking for looks as much as they did when they were younger. When they get older, they start looking for character. Now, I ain't heard nothing this woman said that would warrant a man's character or him as a man or person. Like, nothing of substance and of value. it's all glamour and glitz, you know, TSA pre-check, first class, going to Jamaica or going, you know, try. It's all glamour and lights, and for that, it's just it's it's really like I said. You want superficial stuff. You're going to get a superficial guy who's going to demand superficial stuff from you, which means he's going to want you to be a certain type of weight. It just is what it is. That being said, let me go ahead and rank her. Check this out. All right, now there you have it, the 720 interview. Look, she works for the government, so she must got a high ranking job with the government, so she's making good money. But what comes with good, uh, you know, a woman making good money is a bit of an ego. So, and that's what it shows. Like she was very superficial to me, and the things that she was asking for, uh, TSA, pre-check and all this other stuff. I mean, it was a little ridiculous. I know that Kendra seen that also. 720 credit score. Like if we just dating, why you need to be in my credit score? I don't understand that. I have to have my own home. Okay, that's fine, but why is that? Unless she's talking marriage, which I didn't really get a clear indication that that's what she was wanting. It just seems like a date type of thing. It's almost like she feel like she got too much to risk for being with someone who don't have some of the stuff that she has or whatever. But anyway, looking at her face, I'm gonna give her face. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't all of that. I give her face a 5.5. On to the body. Just looking in the face of, obviously I can't see it. The body is a sliding scale, so I give her body a 5. And on to her mentality. Look, it wasn't favorable because she, even though she's you know probably college educated and woman that's making a lot of money, it don't, and she's been through 2 marriages already. She don't really look high on, she really don't look like she will make very good wifey material, to be honest, because of her superficial demands and her past. I mean, if things, I know she said she would stay with the guy, but anyway, all that saying, her mentality, I'm gonna just have to give a 4, because I just think that she needs to mature as far as what she's asking for, and ask for character things, ask for things that play to his character, not if he can get a passport to Jamaica or something like that. I mean, that just seems, I get it, but those are secondary, third, fourth. Those are things down the line. That shouldn't be the first thing that you're asking for when you're looking for a guy. That seems very shallow. So with that being said, her final score is 14.5 for the government worker. And there you have it. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.